Good afternoon, all. My name is Miley Del Cid. I'm a junior at Hawthorne High School in LA, and I am a member of the statewide student advisory board with CFJ. Before community schools, my passion for storytelling and art didn't have a place to grow. Through a theater program brought to my school by community schools, I discovered my voice, and that opportunity led me to sign with a professional talent agency. This is what strategic investment looks like. Community schools don't just fund programs, they unlock potential, expand access, and create real pathways for students. This investment of $1 billion dollars is an investment in students like me, in untapped talent, and in stronger, more equitable communities. I'd also urge you guys to understand the importance of how community schools affects electives and just opportunity to grow in your passion. And also the period schedule is also something really important, which I think community schools funding could, help out in that area. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I am the parent of Miley Del Cid, which just spoke to you guys just recently right now. My name is Alvi Ventura. As a community school parent, of a student. These schools do more than educate. They create opportunity. They connect families to resources and strengthen their communities. Community schools give students a chance to explore different trades, careers, and pathways early, helping them to discover the interests that they have for their future. I've seen the impact of services like community closets that provide clothes and basic necessities for families in need. When we invest in our community schools, we invest in our students' success for a stronger future for everyone. Please continue to support them. Thank you.
Good morning, members of the subcommittee. My name is Christopher Martinez, and I'm a freshman at San Bernardino High School. Student organizer with Inland Congregations United for Change, and here with PFL, California. I'm here because my school is not a community school yet, not because we don't need it, and not because our district doesn't support the model, but because there's still a lot of misunderstanding about what a community school actually is. While we've been waiting for clarity and research, I've been watching neighboring schools transform. They've gained mental health supports, tutoring, family engagement programs, all the things that help students feel connected and stay in school. Meanwhile, my classmates and I have missed out. We see what's possible just a few miles away, but not on our own campus. That's why the ongoing $1 billion investment of matters so much. It gives schools like mine the stability and time to plan, apply, and finally make a community school a reality. I'm asking you to continue this funding so students at San Bernardino High School and across San Bernardino County don't get left behind. Thank you.
Good morning, members of this subcommittee. Thank you for the opportunity to speak. My name is Rocio Ruiz. I'm a parent within the San Bernardino City Unified School District and also organizer with ICUC and here with the California Partnership for the Future of Learning. I support the ongoing $1 billion investment in community schools. In San Bernardino, many parents are working long hours and our kids face challenges that do not disappear when the school bell rings. Community schools help fill gaps by providing academic support, mental health services, and trusted adults who know our children by name. The results aren't abstract. According to statewide data shared by the California Department of Ed, community schools have helped reduce chronic absenteeism by creating stronger relationships with families and offering on-site supports that remove barriers to attendance. That's why stable, ongoing funding matters. Our children can't rely on programs that appear one year and vanish the next. Consistency is what allows us to trust and grow outcomes to improve. I know this committee cares deeply about strengthening families and ensuring every child has a real chance to succeed. Community schools do exactly that. Thank you.
Hi everyone, good morning. My name is Jasenia Reyes, Co-Executive Director at Californians for Justice. I come to you here also as a mom of a 5-year-old going to public school and also an LAUSD graduate. Californians for Justice is a statewide grassroots organization working with Black and Brown youth at the intersection of racial and education justice. It is an honor to be here on behalf of CFJ and the California Partnership for the Future of Learning. We believe racially just, relationship-centered community schools are one of the most powerful interventions we have in dismantling the school-to-prison pipeline. When students have shared power and families are genuine partners in shared decision-making, deep trust develops between communities and educators, and real transformation follows. The community schools model has become the vehicle for that transformation, improving outcomes for students across California. This approach has already been making a difference. The question before this committee is whether we can scale what is working or leave thousands of students without the conditions they need to succeed. Our young people and families are ready and waiting, and we ask for you to meet them there. Thank you so much.
Good morning, Madam Chair and members. My name is Conrad Crump with Disability Rights California, and we're in strong support of community schools. Community schools bring mental health care, family support, and real coordination onto campuses, and that's not theoretical. That's actually the real thing that students really need to learn and to thrive. But there is a truth that we keep avoiding. Disabled students, particularly those who live at the intersection of race and disability, are often and, quite frankly, disproportionately removed from classrooms, suspended, and pushed out at higher rates than their peers. And this is not on occasion. This is not in isolated cases. This is actually consistently across districts statewide. And that's not discipline, it's exclusion. So when you remove a student from the classroom, you're not correcting behavior, you're cutting off access to education. So we have a contradiction. We say we believe in the whole child, but we continue to exclude the same children from the very system that's supposed to support them. Community schools give us that different path, restorative practices, trauma-informed care, coordinated supports that deal with what's actually going on in a child's life. If we fund this model, we're choosing to keep students in classrooms. If we don't, we're choosing to keep pushing them out. And if we already know who's being pushed out, and we do, then this is no longer a question of data, it's a question of decision. So we respectfully ask you to continue with the funding of community schools. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Day Sun with Catalyst California and the California Partnership, and I'm a constituent of Senate District 25 in Alhambra. The community schools approach is a proven strategy that's transforming outcomes for students, and California risks undoing this progress without long-term funding. Research shows that community schools produce significant learning gains, the highest for Black students, followed by English learners and students in low-income households. For example, Black students gained an equivalent of 130 extra days of math instruction. In places like LA County that have been hit hard by attacks from the federal government and immigration enforcement, community schools have also been a lifeline for families and students to come together for mutual support, resources, safety, and connection. It's no surprise then that studies reveal up to a $15 return for every dollar invested in community schools. Investing $1 billion annually into community schools is the responsible choice, and a choice we urge you to make.
Good morning, Rachel Murphy with Public Advocates in the California Partnership for the Future of Learning. We urge the committee to support the proposed $1 billion ongoing to continue and expand the community schools approach. We believe the trailer bill language can be strengthened by ensuring that the various notification, certification, and accreditation processes and requirements are developed in partnership with education interest holders who have been involved in community schools implementation. Additionally, annual reporting at the school level has been a critical piece of school transformation as it builds capacity and contributes to continuous improvement. It's critical that this start immediately to ensure that those processes to assess needs and develop plans for the next year are happening. We provided detailed recommendations in the materials shared with you this morning and earlier this month, and we'd be happy to discuss further. Thank you.
Hello, good morning. My name is Maite Reyes. I'm a junior at Anaheim High School. I'm here with Oakland, also California PFL. Thank you for the opportunity to speak today. As a student connected to community schools, I've seen how this approach is creating real change for students like me, for many others, especially English learners. Community schools provide the kinds of academic guidance that helps students see a path to college and career. For English learners, this support is critical. They're learning content while also learning a new language. With the right support system in place, I've seen students go from feeling unsure and disconnected to becoming confident and successful. But it's more than academics. Community schools offer extracurricular and extended learning opportunities to keep students engaged and connected. They also provide social, emotional, and mental health support, helping students feel safe, seen, and ready to learn. What stands out the most is that voices that were often missing or now being unheard or are now being heard. Students like us feel empowered to speak up, share our experiences, and help shape our school. Because of this, more students feel supported, more students feel like they belong, and more students are thriving. I urge you to continue supporting community schools so this impact can change and continue to grow. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Santiago Canales, and I'm a freshman at Anaheim High School, and I'm with California PLF. As a freshman, it is hard to as a freshman, it can be hard to feel connected or believe that your voice matters. But through our school redesign program, I have the opportunity to step into the leadership role and support staff, students, and my friends. Because of this, I don't just feel like I belong, but I feel like I truly belong at school. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Maritza Bermudez. I'm a parent leader at Anaheim Elementary, Anaheim Union, a community organizer with OCO, and a part of the California Partnership for the Future of Learning. Across California, families and young people are helping redesign attendance systems, improve school climate, and reimagine college and career pathways, showing the need for authentic partnership between schools, students, families, and communities. In Anaheim, this is what collaborate leadership through community schools and redesign looks like. Students and families sit at the table with educators to shape decisions, and that is changing the learning experience. This work is possible through strong partnerships that build collective capacity. This approach also helps teachers and staff better understand the communities that they serve. It reminds us that teaching is not just about delivering content. It's about building relationships with students and families to better support how students learn and thrive. When students help shape how schools work, they show up more. When families are trusted as partners, schools become stronger and more stable. To continue this transformation, we ask you to support the $1 billion in ongoing funding for community schools. Thank you.
Estimados miembros de la Asamblea, mi nombre es María y soy madre de estudiantes en la Escuela Pública de Título 1 y soy una líder comunitaria voluntaria con Sacramento Act y la Asociación de California para el Futuro de Aprendizaje. Le pido que por favor apoyen la inversión de un billón para las escuelas comunitarias. Esta inversión es necesaria para apoyar a los estudiantes más vulnerables, permitirá más tutorías, apoyo en lectura, consejería y programas bilingües. También es importante y esencial la participación de las familias, madres como yo, en la educación de sus hijos. Invertir en escuelas comunitarias es invertir en equidad y en el futuro de California. Les pido que aprueben esta propuesta.
Dear members of the Assembly, my name is Maria, and I'm a mother of students in Title I public schools, as well as a volunteer community leader with Sacramento Act and the California Partnership for the Future of Learning. I respectfully ask you to support the $1 billion investment for community schools. This investment is necessary to support our most vulnerable students. It will provide more tutoring, reading support, counseling, and bilingual programs. It is also important and essential to ensure the participation of families, mothers like me, in their children's education. Investing in community schools is investing in equity and in the future of California. I urge you to approve this proposal.
Good morning. My name is Elvia Vasquez, and I'm a mother of public school student and also community organizer with Sacramento Act, and also part of California Partnership for the Future of Learning. I work with low-income families who deeply love their children but face significant challenges like anxiety, academic difficulties, and limit access to emotional and social support. There are children they have real dreams. They are children, they have real dreams, and often do not have the same opportunity to succeed. Please be, so I'm in support of $1 billion and going for community schools. These funds mean tutoring, counseling, bilingual support, and services that can change their lives, students and families, because when families are involved, children thrive. And as a mother of 33-year-old, went through public schools. My youngest is 17. I think this community school is the best hope ever happened to California when it comes to education. Thank you.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Brian Osorio, and I'm with Building Healthy Communities Kern, and I'm here alongside education partners. We're in strong support of the $1 billion allocation for the community schools framework. I come from Kern County, where about 78% of our public students are classified as high needs. I come from Delano, but also we have rural communities of a few thousand people like Lamont, Shafter, Lost Hills, Maricopa, and so this funding significantly helps. Going back to my community of Delano, We were in New York Times recently because even though we're a relatively poor district, the metrics for reading and English were rebounding relatively well compared to other districts of similar size. And so while federal grants are at this moment unsustainable, this funding would only help our students and youth. So we really ask for your support. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Angelica Honko. I'm a deputy managing attorney with Public Advocates. I had the honor to testify on behalf of the California Partnership for the Future of Learning before the Assembly Budget Sub-3 Committee on Community Schools. And what I shared there, I'll share here now. Across the state, community schools are leveraging the California Community School Partnership Program funding to launch meaningful changes in student learning and experience, as you've heard. But they're also worried they'll have to abandon their efforts mid-flight. One-time funding forces districts to wind down the coordinators, partnerships, and capacity building work that drive this success and truly make it transformational. That's why over 113 LEAs, community partners, student and family leadership organizations signed our letter from the California Partnership for the Future of Learning and the budget alert in support of this ongoing funding. Already, CCSPP grantees are starting to cut back on promising strategies as they deal with anticipated funding cliffs. On top of that, thousands of students and families across the state are waiting for their community schools' turn. So we count on you to continue this momentum.
Good afternoon, Madam Chair. Jonathan Munoz on behalf of Children's Institute, a community-based organization advancing a whole family approach to support healing, wellness, and long-term success. Children's Institute supports the governor's proposal to invest the additional $1 billion in the Community Schools Partnership Program. Children's Institute is a community school partner with 3 LEAs serving as a vital bridge between education and social services. And finally, I just want to reiterate what everyone said. We address the challenges facing issues in students and families, from housing and food insecurity to trauma and unmet health needs, recognizing that mental health is the most critical need facing K-12 students across our state. Thank you so much.
Good afternoon, Raquel Morales with EdTrust West. We would like to plus one our support for community schools, as this program has been one of the most effective tools that the state has to close opportunity gaps and improve learning outcomes for students of color, low-income students, especially Black students and English learners. Also, in alignment with our partners at Children Now, we would like to express our concerns with the proposed trailer bill language on DA that would eliminate the current accountability system's equity guardrails, which focus the improvement system on student subgroup performance. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Katie Nunez-Adler. I'm the statewide coordinator with the California Partnership for the Future of Learning. And as you heard from members of our network, from students, families, community organizations, and educators, are currently partnering from the classroom to the Capitol, including at the school, district, county office, RTAC, and STAC levels. Annual planning and reporting by shared decision-making teams at the school level has been crucial to school transformation because it builds capacity to partner and contributes to continuous improvement at every level of the system, from the classroom to the Capitol. That this equity-focused investment and strategy, rooted in deep relational trust and leveraging the assets of all interest holders, is producing results as reflected in the LPI study, where we saw a decrease in absenteeism and suspensions and significant learning gains, with the greatest improvements for Black students followed by English learners and students in low-income households. Now is the time to double down on an investment that's transforming lives. We urge the committee to support the proposed $1 billion.